Hello beautiful people, and welcome back to another video. It is your girl Shyvonne, and I'm coming to you today with a dining room table and chair set makeover. When I tell you that this makeover is absolutely stunning, it will blow your mind. So thank you very much for clicking on the video. Thank you for coming back, and let's jump right into this video. So the first thing I wanted to do was start by sanding the table. I bought a sander that you see right there, and that was about $25 at Walmart. Very reasonable. Anyone can use it, very easy to use. But I said, let me sand the table down first, and I'll start with that as far as getting that prepped so that I can get ready to stain it. And I think that I should have did that and then worked on the chairs. It would have been better, but this was the very first project that I've done like this, so I did not. So I actually started to work on the chairs first. I said, you know what, I'm gonna come back to the table. Let me start with the chairs. So I started to remove the seat cushions off of the chairs. I went to Joann Fabrics, and they were having an awesome sale on their outdoor fabric. So what you'll see on the chairs will be outdoor fabric. And then I also spray painted them with Scotchgard, because as you know, I do have children, and kids get everything on chairs. They get everything on chairs, at least mine do. So yes, I removed all of the cushions, and then you see me here trying to take out the staples, and I just couldn't do it. I could not. They were rusted. They were old. I've had this set for years. And then I said, you know what? I can just recover them like this. It'll still be perfect. It's not a problem. So I ended up recovering them with the old cushions or the old fabric underneath. I've been wanting to do this project for a couple years now, and I said, you know what? I knew that it was going to be a lot of work, but I said, you know what? I'm ready to do it. I'm ready to put in the work. I'm ready for this awesome makeover to take place. So what I did is I was actually pricing out fabric, and I went online and I bought some fabric from Joann Fabrics. But when I went to go pick it up, because I was going to do in-store pickup, the fabric was not available. So I went over to the outdoor fabric and found an awesome deal. This fabric was actually about $25 per yard, and I was able to get it on sale for about $7 per yard. So I only needed 2 yards for 4 chairs, and I even have some leftover fabric. You don't totally need all of that. So if you're looking to do this, I would say if you have 4 chairs, get about 2 yards. If you have 6 chairs that you want to recover, I would get probably about 3 yards, just so you have some left over, just in case. You never know what can happen. But their prices are awesome. They always have a 40% or a 50 or 60% off sale, and you can get some great deals. I love the fabric. It is amazing. And again, I did Scotchgard it as another measure to protect the fabric from the kids. This will be the last call. This will be the last call. 20 minutes, you're done being alone. This will be the last call. 20 minutes, you're done being alone. This will be the last call. 20 minutes, you're done being alone. So after I recovered the chairs, I decided to clean off the chairs just to make sure that I got any dirt, grime, grit from the kids and from, just past usage off of the chairs before I started to chalk paint them. And this only took a minute. I let them dry for maybe like an hour or so while I did a few other things. And then I proceeded on to start painting. But you can actually clean them with vinegar and water. You can clean them with some degreaser that they may have at Home Depot or Lowe's. I just used what I had in the house, wiped them off really good, and continued to move on from there. I actually purchased my chalk paint from Joann Fabrics. I've purchased chalk paint before from Walmart and from Home Depot, but you can purchase chalk paint from several different stores. It's totally up to you. They all work a little differently, so once you start using it, you'll know what you like, what you prefer. I chalk painted that hutch or that buffet right there, and also the china cabinet thing that's to my left on the side of me. So I've done both of those. But yes, I like this chalk paint from Joann Fabrics. It works very well, and I like the price, very reasonable. So if you're interested in doing that, they have an array of different colors. No, this video is not sponsored, but I figured I would let you know. I've used a couple different chalk paints, and I'll try to show you, if I can, the other different types of chalk paints that I used. I know one was Rust-Oleum, and then there was another one as well. But yes, I like the way chalk paint works. It's easy. It goes over. You don't have to sand if you don't want to, but it goes over almost any type of surface. It adheres to it very well. I did notice with one of my chairs, for some reason, it did have a little bit of crackling, but I will go back over that with a little bit of polycrylic and then chalk paint it again, and then that'll smooth out and you'll never know the difference. But yes, awesome product, very reasonable, very easy to use. And I will be chalk painting that tan where my coffee station is right there. I will be chalk painting that gray as well, just to let you know. Okay, beautiful people, so I have 3 chairs here that are done in a very light gray. So what I did is I took this Castle Chateau Home Decor FolkArt. I got this from Joann Fabrics. And then I took this huge 32 ounce white. So that's 32 ounces in the white and 16 ounces in the gray. And I actually just emptied out the entire gray in here and added some white to it so that I could stretch it, because I couldn't find a whole bottle, big 32 ounce of the gray. And plus, to me, I thought it was going to be this dark, so I wanted it to be a little lighter, so that's why I really added the white. So then I have 3 chairs over here, and I actually just got them sitting on white paper real quick. So they are drying, and they dry pretty quickly, but I've been doing this for a couple hours now. And what I do regret is I wish I would have taken them outside and spray painted them. That would have made time go super fast. But it's okay, because I really do love the color. I am loving, 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 loving the color. So let me show you. So that's doing a little bit of crackling on here. And I just washed my hands. Can't tell, but on this hand, had a whole bunch of paint on it. Anywho, so each chair will get a light sanding, and then they'll get a second coat on them. And then I'm going to do the apron, which are the legs of the table, this gray color. And on the table, I'll do the gel stain, Java gel stain, and then I'll do this satin top coat that'll go on that. And for the chalk paint, I'll do the Home Decor wax. And this is clear wax, and it'll go on the chairs. So yeah, still got a lot to do. It's probably gonna take me a couple days to get everything done. Just wanted to give you a quick little update. And the dining room is looking a mess because I'm in the midst of a project, yes. Okay guys, so now it's actually time to start working on the apron of the table. And Ayana, Chris, and I we actually tried to pull the table apart because I have another leaf that goes in the table, and we could not get it apart at all that night. So I said, you know what, I'm just going to continue to paint the table, and then we'll work on that tomorrow. So I had already started painting the table, but I lost part of that footage. And I just continued to chalk paint the table legs rather, the apron of the table, and got that done. And you could see through the window right there that it is at night. This project actually took me a little over a week, I would say, maybe about a week to get done. And any free time that I had, any extra time, staying up late nights, all that to get this done, it took forever. So I apologize if there weren't any other videos in between this, because I just couldn't make any other videos. I spent all of my extra time on finishing this project. And I honestly didn't think it would take this long. I thought that this was going to be like a 1 or 2 day project at the most. And I was really shocked. I mean, I'm sure this is my first time. I'm sure if I've done it before, it would have been quicker, but unfortunately it was not. So you can see my outfits has changed again. And I'm actually scotch guarding the seat cushions right here, just to make sure that they have an extra protection on it. And then I am sanding the table one more time, even though, again, with the gel stain that I'm about to use, you do not need to sand the table to the raw wood or anything like that. I just wanted to scuff it up a little bit just to make sure that I got all the paint from the chairs and anything like that off, as well as help the Java gel stain adhere to the table. So I had already put on the first coat of gel stain, and I lost that footage, unfortunately, but I just used a regular brush, paintbrush, and painted it on. They do say that you are to wipe it off depending on how dark you want the stain to be. So I wiped it off. I wanted to see how it would take to the table. And I actually love this. I think it looks very, very nice. But I knew that I wanted a darker look. So here I am painting it for a second time. It's the second coat. And I actually did 3 coats of the gel stain before I put the final protectant on top of it. And with the protectant, I actually have to do 3 coats of that, but with each protectant you need to let it dry for 24 hours. So yeah, again, it's a process, but it's well worth it. So believe it or not, this is me right after work. I put that top coat on the table, and now I'm trying to just clean up, tidy up in the space because, again, it's been a mess for over a week, a little over a week, and I just needed some organization in my life. So I'm letting that top coat dry. I have to let that dry for 24 hours. As you can see, this is the final reveal. I love the gray. I love the gray. The chairs are beautiful. They're simply beautiful. They really are. So it just brought new life back into the space. I really like it. And then it ties in so well with the decor that I already have. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Subscribe to the channel. Leave me a thumbs up. And I love you guys so much.